February the 7th as we crown our 2017 Little Miss Wayne County Pageant Queens at 1 p.m. and the Miss Wayne County, Miss Coastal Empire, and Outstanding Teen Queens at 6:30 p.m. We hope to see you there.
Advance Healthcare Center on South 1st Street in Jesup is your one-stop health shop for most all your healthcare needs. They offer same-day appointments, and walk-ins are welcome for medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, and massage therapy care for immediate treatment and pain relief for injuries and illnesses of all conditions. Advance Healthcare specializes in the treatment of spinal and joint pains, headaches, neurological and muscle conditions, and family medical needs. Advance Healthcare accepts and files most major insurance plans, accepts motor vehicle and workman's comp cases, and they make self-pay plans affordable for everyone so you can get the care you need right away. Call or walk into Advance Healthcare Center on South 1st Street in Jesup or visit their website at ahc4health.com to explore the many ways they can quickly serve you. Advance Healthcare Center, serving the Wayne County area for over 27 years. Feel better today.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, Wayne County Sheriff John Carter states that the Jesup Wayne County Criminal Task Force has secured warrants for Walter Pettyjohn, a suspect wanted in connection with a burglary, armed robbery, and several other criminal charges. Pettyjohn's a black male between 5'9" and 6 feet tall. He's known to be in the Savannah area with his family. Mr. Pettyjohn is also wanted for parole violations, the armed robbery charges from the robbery at the Citgo gas station that occurred on New Year's Eve night in Jesup. If anyone knows that Pettyjohn's whereabouts, has to contact the Criminal Task Force at 427-5970. 29-year-old Clayton Hardy, a white male, arrested Tuesday afternoon, charged with armed robbery, aggravated assault, and robbery after he allegedly robbed a man in the neighborhood off Rainier Road. K-9 unit and helicopter brought in to help with this search as Hardy wrecked his vehicle during the chase and fled on foot. Apprehended later by law enforcement and now faces a variety of charges. Law enforcement said he could be a suspect in some of the earlier armed robberies which occurred, but this time has not been charged in either of those armed robberies. Wayne County Commissioners met Thursday night. Overflow crowd on hand for their monthly board meeting. The commissioners selected Mike Roberts to once again serve as chairman, Jerry Shagrite as vice chairman. Commissioners, after hearing an update on their county health insurance plan by Mike Beloy and Sean O'Quinn, voted unanimously to take their recommendation and change providers from Blue Cross Blue Shield to HealthGram, the provider that the city of Jesup is using. It was stated that the county employees will not even notice the change and will not have to do anything. County will save close to $400,000 with the change. The deductible will also change from $75,000 to $100,000. They state only one person reached the deductible last year on the county's health insurance plan. Commissioners once again voted to approve borrowing $4.5 million in a tax anticipation note to cover their county budget. Commissioners over the years have lowered the amount from $6 million to $4.5 million, and we're hoping to lower the amount this year, but due to items with the budget could not lower the amount borrowed. County Administrator Luther Smart explained one of the reasons why.
Experience a decrease in the revenues. If you'll recall this transportation bill that the legislature passed, which took all of the excise tax on gasoline, fuels, and all that, that cost Wayne County over $600,000. Cost the city of Jesup, I think it was $250,000 or $300,000. So we've had, and they have not returned monies as they promised. They took in over $3 billion the first year and kept it in of their little pet projects. They were supposed to return a portion of that to the county. We haven't seen one thing.
And another reason for not being allowed to cut the amount borrowed is the new tag law, in which for most with the current vehicle, the price of a tag is just $20. But of that $20, the state gets $19, while the county receives only just $1 of that $20 fee. Thus, the reason they can't mail out notices before your birthday, reminding you that you need to purchase your tag. To mail out the notices would be more money out of the county budget. Commissioners heard a report on the mud run coming to Wayne County. County looking to support in any way, but City Manager Mike Deal reports that the Tourism Board is bankrolling the $5,000 to get the project underway, and Yellowwood is making a donation with the lumber for the course, which will be built at Bill Morris Park. The date of the mud run is still to be determined. Get an overflow crowd on hand at the meeting Thursday as members of the No Coal Ash at All Committee on hand. Several spoke to the commissioners about the threat of coal ash being hauled into the Broadhurst landfill by Republic Services. We'll come back with details of that part of the meeting after these commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Chad Neesmith from Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup. At Neesmith, we have the biggest inventory of new and used vehicles around. We also have the best prices guaranteed. We know everyone wants the best vehicle at the best price. At Neesmith, we'll give you just that. We sell all makes and models from Lexuses, Nissans, BMWs, and of course all GM and domestic cars too. Best of all, if we don't have the vehicle on the lot you want, we can get it for you in just a day or two, tops. All we ask at Neesmith is before you buy to give us a chance to save you some money. We will have the best prices and give you the most for your trade guaranteed. So don't pay too much. Come and see us today and let us show you how we can get you into the vehicle you want at the lowest price guaranteed. Only at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup on Highway 341 towards New Brunswick, or visit us online at neesmithnow.com. That's neesmithnow.com or at 912-427-2045. There ain't nothing wrong with the right price.
You know Harris Ace Hardware has everything you need for your building and home repair projects. But did you know Harris Ace Hardware carries a wide assortment of air filters for your home or office? They can even special order. Harris Ace is your hometown Yeti dealer. Plus, they carry Custom Damar and Calcutta sunglasses. And check with Harris Ace for all your painting needs. Harris Ace will not be beat on price and will match any competitor's price. The helpful place, Harris Ace Hardware in Jesup, Eulonia, and Hinesville.
Morton Collision is located at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton's offers free estimates, 23-hour towing, and they guarantee their work. Call 427-3769 or after hours 912-294-6140. The staff at Morton Collision Center works with all insurance companies. So for guaranteed work with a qualified staff, go to Morton Collision at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton Collision, quality you can see.
Wayne County Commissioners met last night, over 100 people on hand at the Thursday county meeting as coal ash continues to be a hot topic in the county. Members of the No Coal Ash at All Committee on hand at the meeting with attorney Lori Peel Roberts, an attorney from St. Simons, who's a Wayne County and high school graduate, still has family ties here in Wayne County. She stated to the commissioners that she believes the county's ordinance regarding wetlands is binding and needs to simply be enforced by the commission. She urged the county commissioners last night to write a letter to Republic stating that the county commissioners plan to enforce their ordinance.
Ask this body to take this information under consideration and enforce this ordinance, and to state publicly within 30 days whether or not this body will enforce the ordinance. And beyond that, we specifically ask the commissioners to write a letter to Republic through your attorney, Mr. Beaver, and tell Republic that their plans, all of their expansion plans, violate this local ordinance. It's a very clear issue. And I'm here tonight, obviously, in my capacity as a lawyer, to talk about that this ordinance is enforceable and it's clearly applicable, and that it's essentially illegal not to enforce it, and that we could all subject ourselves to potential future legal issues if we don't enforce it. But I feel like I should also say I'm not qualified to talk about the dangers of coal ash, but I should mention that the whole thing is also a huge gamble with our future, because I hope that we're all right and that Republic will be a very responsible corporate citizen in this county. But even if they are, one day they're not going to be here. And if they leave 10,000 tons of coal ash today, like they're asking to do, that's over 3 million tons of coal ash a year. And when we have tens of millions of tons of coal ash sitting out at Broadhurst, and Republic's not here anymore, and we've left this county to our children and our grandchildren, if just one person gets sick, no one is going to care that in 2017 we had free trash pickup or an easier time balancing the budget. This issue is bigger than all of us, and truly we cannot understate the importance of this issue to the county. And I thank you very much for letting me speak. I'm happy to answer any of your questions about the ordinance, its enforceability, the contract, any other issue in this case, you're welcome to call me. You're welcome to have Andy call me. I'm available to you. And I brought a letter tonight that I'm going to give to each of you that has your own copies of the map. It has an outline of what I've said tonight so that you can take it into consideration.
The committee also seeking the help of the medical community, stating that doctors of medicine voiced their alarm over the serious threat to the present and future health of Wayne County citizens that the proposed coal ash would create. Dr. Mark Byron on hand speaking to the commissioners of what he perceives as health risks to children and adults.
Mercury is one that is particularly dangerous to children, infants, and fetuses, causing neurologic damage, mental retardation, behavioral abnormalities. Lead is another component that causes neurologic cardiovascular damage. It is generally, and can possibly cause death, it is generally believed that no amount of lead in water is safe for children to ingest. Chromium, particularly chromium-6 or hexavalent chromium, is known to cause cancer of the stomach, intestinal ulcers, and stomach ulcers. If it's inhaled, it can cause lung cancer, asthma, and wheezing. This is the substance made famous, I think, by Aaron Brockovich movie, the same toxin that was in that environment. Arsenic can cause skin cancer, lung cancer, cardiovascular damage, urinary tract cancers, and inhalation irritation. Selenium is a substance that's in the body, but in toxic amounts can cause impaired vision, paralysis, and even death. Boron is another substance that, when inhaled, can cause respiratory irritation. It can also cause damage to the testes, intestines, liver, kidneys, and brain, and eventually lead to death.
Lisa Sykes presented the commissioner with a map showing the areas of wetlands that would be impacted by the coal ash at the landfill site. She's from Alexandria, Virginia, but has family ties in Scriven. At the meeting were representatives from Republic, but none spoke and none wanted to comment after the meeting. But the meeting ended with Chairman of the Commission, Mike Roberts, making this statement to the large crowd gathered.
Met with Mr. Chris Biloxi. Took a spill, look at the landfill. Visited with some of his employees. Visited with a young guy that was raised in my house and took a job with him. And I asked Chris, I said, do y'all have a contract for a stream of coal ash? He said, no. I said, are you going to keep your word if y'all ever decide to bring coal ash and tell us up front? It's not a surprise. He said, yes.
Yeah. They've already brought it in one time.
That's not nice at all.
Nope, it does nice.
I mean, I'm not even going to go there, because our solid waste people stood on the landfill and watched them bring it, so just let it go. But I'm going to tell you this. My position, and everybody else's position here as a commissioner, is you want every business in this town to be run by the law. Am I correct? Y'all want them to abide by the law. You want them to abide by the permits that they're issued, right? You don't want them selling alcohol in the back door unless they're permitted, right? You want everybody to do what they're supposed to do. So if a business breaks the law, we'll call the environmental authorities, we'll call the sheriff's department, we'll call everybody we got to call to tend to them. But if they don't break any laws, they need to be treated just like you'd want anybody else to be treated if you have a business. We're dismissed.
And with that, the meeting ended, and that's a look at your Thursday's County Commission meeting. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor and the commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Chad Neesmith from Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup. At Neesmith, we have the biggest inventory of new and used vehicles around. We also have the best prices guaranteed. We know everyone wants the best vehicle at the best price. At Neesmith, we'll give you just that. We sell all makes and models from Lexuses, Nissans, BMWs, and of course all GM and domestic cars too. Best of all, if we don't have the vehicle on the lot you want, we can get it for you in just a day or two, tops. All we ask at Neesmith is before you buy to give us a chance to save you some money. We will have the best prices and give you the most for your trade guaranteed. So don't pay too much. Come and see us today and let us show you how we can get you into the vehicle you want at the lowest price, guaranteed. Only at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup on Highway 341 towards New Brunswick, or visit us online at neesmithnow.com. That's neesmithnow.com, or at 912-427-2045. There ain't nothing wrong with the right price.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties for over 13 years. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the only nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our new administrative offices, located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, have opened recently as Phase 1 of our building project. Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak to someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Final notes in news. Don't forget Saturday at 6:30 at the K Cagle Theater, the Miss Wayne County Miss Coastal Empire pageants to be held. Tickets on sale at the high school lobby today from 4:30 to 7. Saturday from 5 until showtime at 6:30. 14 contestants vying for the title of Miss Wayne County and Miss Coastal Empire. 6 will compete for the title of Miss Coastal Empire's Outstanding Team. Tickets $20 each for reserved seating, $15 for general admission. All tickets sold the day of the pageant, $20. Altamont Classic Cruisers have its monthly cruise-in Saturday, January 7th at Hardee's. Registration, which is free, will begin at 5:30. Music provided by Old School Music. Registered participants will be eligible for door prizes. Cruiser of the Month plaque and Best of Cruise and trophy will be presented. Applications available for new members, and the public is always welcome. And Wayne Memorial Hospital reports that the first baby of the year 2017 was born January 4th at 7:57 a.m. as Temperance Faith Bradley entered the world at 6 pounds 13 ounces. Proud parents are Kelly and Terry Bradley of Long County. Attending physicians were Dr. Collop and Dr. Bostwick. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, saying have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.
Do you have a dirty car or boat?